Welcome back, guys. Thanks for joining me for another beer review. Hope you're all well. It's a beautiful day outside, so I've got a nice refreshing one hopefully. And the beer we are looking at is one that I picked up from the Crate Escape up in Huddersfield, cheapest supermarket in Britain supposedly. Some of that's because some of the beers are out of date, or several beers are out of date, but that's nonetheless, it doesn't matter, does it? But the beer we're looking at now is from a Lion Brewery, and it's from Sri Lanka, this beer, and it's simply Lion Lager. It's been imported, it's in a 330ml bottle, and it's coming in at 4.8%. Now, there's the label. I do like that. Lion Brewery Ceylon PLC, that's what it says on the bottle cap. And this beer, or this case of beer that I got, went out of date March this year, the end of March this year, and it cost me £15 for 24 bottles. So that works out at 62.5 pence a beer. So, I'm thirsty. I'm going to put one in, but I've got two next to me, so even if I've got some of this left, I'm going to be topping it up again afterwards. So, let's get it cracked open and see what we get. Like I said, past its best before date was the end of March. So it's probably, to be honest, one of the better beers I've got date-wise from them. So we'll leave that like that. I may end up topping it up. But beer in a glass. It's golden in colour. There's plenty of bubbles going up there. And we got a compact finger of white head. Pure white head. Looks like a lager. It's got maybe a slight haze to it as well. I'm not going to say that's chill haze. There's a few floaty bits in there as well. So, let's give it a swirl, diving on the nose, see if I can pick anything up. I've got a little bit of a snotty nose today, I don't know why. But we'll have a dive in with it and see what we get. Big sweet malty nose. A little bit that syrup sort of fling going on in there. A little hoppy, spicy bite. And a little bit of a citrus note. Sort of lemon citrus. It almost smells like a Pilsner, but it has that little syrupy edge to it. But it smells all right, so let's dive in, give the old Lion Lager a go, and see what we get. Cheers. First impressions on the taste. Big malty sort of taste to it. A little bit syrup, sort of like, if you like. Quite sweet. Not overly sweet, but it has got quite a big sort of sweetness to it. Having a bigger gulp then, you sort of got more of that sort of hoppy, spicy bite that you get with sort of lagers. And again, that lemon sort of citrus note come through afterwards. It's almost two beers, if you like. It starts out being, how can we say? I know some German beers are sort of have that syrup sort of feel to them, if you like. And quite malty. It sort of starts out a little bit like that. Sort of like a big malty German beer, and then sort of goes a little bit Pilsner on the back end. But it hasn't got enough of that bite to really call it a Pilsner. The body is a typical sort of average body of if you like, almost a mass-produced beer. Let's just top it up again, because it's going down rather well. Because old Baz is thirsty when he gets home from work. So yeah, like I say, it's got that sort of typical sort of lager body. It's not syrupy in body. You could almost say there's a tad of wateriness about it. But I think you'd be a little bit harsh. the bubbles in it, the carbonation. There is quite a bit in there. It's maybe just on the right side of being all right. If it got any busier in there, it'd be a little bit rough. It is still quite busy in the mouth, so it's not the smoothest of mouthfeels. 4.8%. Yeah. In all fairness, some of the taste, once your mouth adjusts to that sort of sweet maltiness, once you adjust to that, it's very much like sort of one of the sort of standard premium beers you buy in the supermarket. Something, you know, any one of them big sort of bottles you can pick in the supermarket. It has that sort of feel, almost Carlsberg export feel to it, if you like. So it's got the alcohol. It drinks like one of them. It's got the body like one of them. It's got that slight sweetness to it and a little bit of citrus thing like one of them. I mean, Lion Brewery, they're one of the big breweries, and they, you know, you got AB InBev, Heineken. I'm certain Lion are one of them, Asahi, aren't they? But it's very clean. It's very crisp, despite having that sweetness in there. It's still got a very sort of crisp sort of drinkability to it. Yeah, it's nice enough. It's nothing that is going to amaze you. You really, you know, even though I said, oh, it's got a sort of like a little bit of a German thing and this, that, and the other in it, you're never going to compare it to a German beer. But it's nice enough. It's pretty inoffensive. It's one you can sit there, chuck down your neck, pardon me, get gassed up with, and not think about it really, and just sit and drink it really. So I mean, I don't know where else you could get this from, but certainly if you're in Huddersfield or you go to the Crate Escape in Huddersfield and you see them, give them a go. Obviously they're a couple of weeks more out of date now than when I bought it. Whether the price has come down, I don't know, but it's literally the end of March as well. So they're only, what, a month and a half out of date past their best. So you're never really going to have any problems there, are you? You know, you'd certainly be good for 2-3 months probably of them being past their best. But yeah, if you've had it before, let me know what you think. If you've had one of the out-of-date ones, again, let me know what you thought of them. And if you're after them, like I say, the Crate Escape in Huddersfield, the cats decided to come in and say hello. Say hello, cats. Come on. Come on. There we go. Don't be shy. There you are. Yeah, that's it for this video. So thanks for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. I've waffled on a bit, and I'll see you again soon on another one. Cheers.